I'll be honest, I like distracting myself. A lot. But at what cost? On July 23rd, 2024, I hit my goal for 2024 of reaching 1,000 subscribers. It only took me half of the year. I didn't quit after the first couple of weeks, and people were starting to reach out to me about the work I was putting out. You know, all things that I should be happy about. But of course, things are just never enough for me. People can say all these good things about my videos, but why can't I think the same? Why am I so hard on myself? What were these other bigger creators doing that I wasn't? I tried for so long to find my thing. From basketball, trying to get really good at piano, trying to be a pro gamer, trying to get good at guitar. It was important to me to find my thing, something I was good at, passionate about, and something that would just bring me some type of contentment. And all those things brought me to where I am today. Trying to be a good video editor, storyteller, YouTuber, all of the above. So I decided to meet up with 3 creators, each specializing in their own different thing, not just YouTube, to really just pick their brains and figure out what the secret was. I'm going to be meeting with another creator, actually another YouTuber. His name is Jason, and I am meeting with Ray, another super talented creative that I've been following for a while. Meeting up with Hannah. She makes videos, she does dance, she's in a K-pop band. Very all around, so this interview is gonna be pretty interesting.
Hi.
What up, man?
Oh.
How's it going? Hi. Yeah, this is Matt. All right, test.
Blah, 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 blah.
Test. Wait, what part of New York is this?
This is the Lower East Side, I think.
East Side, okay.
Pretty sure, 99.
So we're in the Lower East Side right now. I'm actually joined by Jason. You can introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah, my name is Jason. I also make YouTube videos on like a small channel. And how did we connect? Like, I guess I saw one of your videos. I think you followed me on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah. This was a few months ago, and then we started talking, and then I'm here in the city, so linking up.
Right? You can give a quick little intro of who you are.
Oh yeah.
Who is Ray Tish?
Hello everyone, my name is Raymond Tish. I'm a film director and a content creator based out of Jersey. What I do is pretty much I make films and videos that surrounds about my personal life, whether it's about post-grad to just exploring the world as a creative. That's pretty much what I do.
Hannah, you could give a little brief intro, like who you are.
I'm Hannah. I go by Hanbon. I started doing content because I met Anthony, or Anthpo, and we kind of just hit it off. We were in the same business fraternity together.
Yep.
And as we were becoming friends, he was like, hey, I think it'd be so fun if we do college-esque type of videos, vlogs, and just showcase what the college experience could be like with your friends. And I was like, I'm so down. I'm so down to do this. And it was super fun. I learned so much about content and just having fun and what it means to put yourself out there and why I was doing it and things like that. I started making my own content, so that was really fun. I was very focused on making the mundane life nice, just super enjoyable. There's a lot to enjoy about life, so I wanted to showcase that.
I've been trying to dig into imposter syndrome, especially as a creative. How is the imposter syndrome for you, and how are you dealing with it or dealt with it in the past? What is your mindset around dealing with imposter syndrome as a creative?
I think, I guess everyone's struggle with imposter syndrome is similar, but also different at the same time, right? Anyone who does anything will have imposter syndrome, right? In school you feel it, oh, I'm not as smart as everyone else. And for myself making these videos, I always just feel I always feel like I'm like one mistake from being exposed for something, like that one day, like this blanket's gonna get like pulled out from underneath me, or I guess this carpet's gonna get pulled out from underneath me, and people are gonna realize this guy's a fraud. So every time I post a video, I guess it's just me trying to put myself out there. Every time I put myself out there, it's just me trying to tell myself that it's okay to be learning. I think that's the hardest part. That's my mindset with imposter syndrome. I don't think it'll ever go away, but I think it's that constant battle.
Something you learn to accept.
Something you just gotta accept, yeah.
I do, envy like these, styles that people are creating, but like at the end of the day, it's like my own personal story that will like arise those styles. So with those personal stories that you're creating your own style. Will attract your own audience.
So any respectable content creator that I admire and I surround myself with, I just think about how they've been in this exact same moment, and I'm sure that if they are the content creators that I admire, they are like respecting the grind that like newer and like upcoming creators are going through. And that's why I like thinking about it. I also think about how the only thing that I can worry about in my control is the grind like for myself and like my own personal content. Like I would be so much more embarrassed if like I knew that I wasn't putting in work into my own videos and like uploading or like trying to even like upload consistently or trying to do new ideas and trying to think more creatively. I would be more embarrassed that I was not trying, because that means that you're failing, as opposed to like, thinking that you're just not talented enough in general.
What is one piece of personal advice from your creative journey that you could give to me and other creators watching this?
Okay, I'm gonna think about this for a second. I think like the one thing I'd say to myself earlier, or like new creators, yourself, anyone, is to not compare your videos against other people's, because there's no rubric for like grading a video, right? There's no set amount of things you have to do to make a good video, right? When you're starting out, it's all about finding your own style. So I just wouldn't worry so much about copying others or thinking that you don't have a normal style, because there's no definition of normal. It really is art. So in the end, make what you want, make what you feel, and put that out there, and I'm sure there's an audience for it.
It takes time to develop your own style. As long as you put the work into the stories, or like the style you want to pursue in, the progress that you'll finally see in yourself will come naturally. And it can't really it won't show up in a day or so. Like, you gotta have to like let it happen, let it build.
Be consistent
and
too.
People your community will know that your style will be there even though you can't see it.
Just because you grow old doesn't mean you have to grow up. Like many creators, especially our age, so many creators are like, this is so cringy and this is so childish and this is like just a dream. And like something that my friend Paige told me, which is such a fire bar. What are dreams but delusions, right? Like a dream is technically in and of itself like somewhat of a delusion. Like you're somewhat delusional about a dream, but like until it actually freaking happens and you're like, holy shoot, that's like the most, like then it's tangible. It's like a lot of people bar themselves from doing this in general because they think it's just a dream or it's childish or immature. That doesn't mean that you can't do fun things, and if people are bashing you about it, then like they're just taking the joy out of having a very enjoyable life, you know?
Good? Yeah. Not taking risks is the biggest risk you can take. If I didn't talk to those creators, I would, 1, have less creator friends, 2, have less confidence in being a creator, because I feel like when you're surrounded by people who love it just as much as you do, the art of creation, just in general, if you surround yourself with people who love to do things that you love to do, just people who are like-minded, that gives you more confidence in what you're doing as a person, and I think that's important. And imposter syndrome, it comes in waves. Oh shit. And when you're in one of those waves, you gotta embrace it and see it as an opportunity, because not until we are lost do we really begin to find a piece of ourselves. And lastly, I already said this before, but focus on yourself. I think I have to start doing that, stop comparing my journey to everyone else's. Appreciate the progress that I made instead of critiquing myself so much and comparing numbers to numbers when I shouldn't be doing that. Do stuff that helps you find more of who you are, what you like to do, what you're passionate about, because you'll never be able to influence the world by trying to be just like it. I don't know what else to say, man. I think that's it. Is that really how I end it? Social growth. Hilton, and we'll see you there. Again, cheers, and again. But recently I've been trying to figure out why I never really acted on those dreams. I really appreciate that. Can we look at the...
So I'm a firm believer and you need to fail in order to get better. But a lot of people are scared of failing or even starting in the first place. I commend you to be posting videos right now. Like, that's the first step to getting from here to here. Yeah. And you'll never get to the top if you never start, right?
True.
So